Alright, since today is 15 January, I'd like to dedicate today to my father. Just because, I don't know if the picture is accounted for, but on his dresser, he was a New York City police officer. And on his dresser, he was Roman Catholic. I mean, we were. Right up the street. I'm just trying to frame this for you. This was it was not black and white, it had brown tones. So it was not a colored picture, but it was a picture of Yeshua, who we knew to be Jesus, staring at you, the viewer, on the cross in a state of anguish, making a personal look. I'll find this picture because it would help what I'm trying to give you as an image for the purpose of this dedication. So here's my father. You know, he was an altar boy. I'm thinking out loud because it's true. And he believes that he got a code break to get in, you know, because it's a system with a code. And if you're an altar boy, you get the code. So it was one of these 13 First Fridays, show up, do your duty, you're in. It's kind of like going to airborne school. And when you go through airborne school, you know, if you're a Christian, shall we say, you carry around sins, and you know you got to dump them somewhere. I don't care. You could say whatever church it is, you got to dump them somewhere. So, for purposes of what happens at airborne school, they have services where you get to dump it, and like, you don't have to talk to anybody. You just show up and sit in the chair and listen to the rhythm of the mass, and it's like, okay, it's over. All your sins are forgiven for this mass, because you're about to jump out of an airplane, and this is all about Michael. So you don't have to tell anybody. You get on that plane, and if you shit your pants, that it's not a sin. I guess that's what the purpose is. But that made it interesting. So back to my father. I was his firstborn. And shall I say that in spite of what I should have been, he got a whole load of that stare on the cross going, yeah, you got it. I know you love your job. You have a gun right next to the picture of me that your son's never going to touch, because it doesn't make any sense when you hear about a kid blowing his own brother away. It's like, what happened there? So I always knew where his weapon was. That's not the point of this. Not the point of this. The point of this is why he had to get up. Why he had to get up there. You know, I'm just trying to go. I'm leaving third density, but we just, it's kind of like a swimming pool. You just have to push yourself against the gravity of let's go with a good depth. Imagine treading in water and you decide you want to get down to 9 feet and touch the bottom. Kind of do a treading thing, and you start using your hands to just go straight down. You can't flip and go head down. You got to go feet first down to the bottom. That's kind of what I'm doing right here, right now, because I'm going. My mind doesn't work this way anymore, so you're lucky you're getting this out of me. So back to the picture on the wall of the purpose of the mission of come here and look at me, because I am in agony, and you're going to have a son. And shall we say, I found a way to trigger that man. And my brothers and sister, whom we have, became the object of my father. Come on, the guy had a good day at work, and Whatever I had to do to earn my place, to have that man staring at him because of me, trying to draw a relationship. This is living word testimony now. Okay, I touched the bottom of the pool. I'm lifting off again. So you should see that picture and know that death is a lie. So his whole, like I talk to him all the time. And you should, as a part of your meditation, viewer, if you're not talking to dead people, then you missed it. You're going to rest in peace yourself as a frozen corpse with all the termites and whatever they are. Oh no. Do not reduce density on me with insects that just need to survive. It's a matter of the corpse. Look, let's not go necro. As a matter of fact, because of reincarnation, the tree goes down the river. Whoop! You could write a song about it. If I decide to learn how to play music someday, I might be able to make a shekel or two, but they won't be worth it because that went to Bitcoin and the dollar went George. Whoops! Proxy managed. Denial of what service? So it's funny. While it lasts. So good things are going to happen to everybody. I don't want this to be too long. I wanted it to be humorous. Because it should be. And let's remember that the reason I sent a little funny note to Kiara, who's cheerleading in a good way, and I was compelled to write her some code from Sophia, who's divine feminine wisdom, that the angels who have taken their turn for so long for us did it with a non-GMO human being. It's very important to know that is a very significant 9/11 part of the story. Truth. Natural. Use the word. Well, what would it mean in that case? Natural conception. Because now our creator, past Orion, is going, hold it. Can you tell me you pulled this pool shot off? You near real-time planning angels, you gonna do this on 9/11? All right, let's watch this man walk and see how far he makes it. With a Mary and a Joseph as parents. Natural parents. Including Solomon. And away he went. And he learned and he taught. And that's the reason for everything. Because without him, what would be the trigger to get us to wake up? I mean, we missed it 75,000 years ago, perspective needers. We missed it without him. That wasn't the, we were underdeveloped, I suppose would be the right way to say it, because they didn't make it. So we're going to make it. And if you just read his words to simplify your mission going forward, and add the number 51 if you just need to add a number about how you do the extra half for the other guy. That's it. In your dreams, hey, dream it, because then you're going to do it. It's a rotation of love. And you need team members to make it all work. What would be the purpose otherwise? So, but you love yourself, you love your neighbor, you love everybody. I love my dad. You all love your family members. For you guys that are, everybody gets up on their own 2 feet to do it. So, It's all good. Have a good day. Love and light. Truth. Justice. For one race, multiple cultures. Bottom up. Let's assemble. And let's Melchizedek with that 51% mindset of you do it your way, 51%. I'll do it my way, and I'll have a number that adds up to that minimum because you want to be happy. And if you're, happiness is knowing that death is a lie and that you have an entitlement. It's a divine inheritance, isn't it? So eternal life is going to be something new for humans, thanks to him. It's that. Starting with 1,000 years, color it golden, cloak yourself in it for the adjoining resonance that's coming. And be patient, persevere through the near term, because we're done already. This is the ninth inning, and the enemy, opposition, is putting something together we thought the game, we'll do baseball. We had a good lead. Our 2021 eighth inning was what? No seventh inning stretch. What? The Yankees took a knee with the mask on the foul line. This is our seventh inning. Hold it. Who the hell's that who's that other attendee? It's George Soros. Dear God, who's with him? Is it Elvis? He's got Elvis with him. Dad. Oh, my father's gone. But what the heck's going on here, 2021? What happened to us? What in the name of the game are we doing? And now, 2022. Things are a little bit different now. Billy's sitting here talking about his deceased father and the stare he got from the cross. And trying to make it somehow. Somehow pulling a rabbit out of the hole, out of the hat. He's going to make it funny. And try and tell you. They're coming. They're coming. Just know they're coming. So, eighth inning. Yeah, we're back in the game. Instead of the seventh inning stretch, the Yankees came out with black masks and took a knee, and Soros was it. It's George Soros Day at the eighth inning. Hoop-de-doo. He turned it black and white, and dear God, the grounds crew is coming out, and it's an Indian running one way and a cowboy running. Oh my God, they actually killed each other. They've let lions out of the. No, we have to stay with the game analogy. It's a current game. Masonic. There's no time. Technically, there's no time in baseball. If you want to play by the rules, a game could go on forever in baseball. And I'll tell you another thing about baseball. As long as that ball goes in between just so you know this, if a batter hits the ball and it's in fair territory, that batter could run wherever the hell he wanted on the field. And he could go slap five and he may need to run straight to first base, potentially, in order to be, if he's within the base path, he's got an entitlement. If he's outside the base path, in the judgment of the umpire, he could be called out. Now, if that guy feels like running all over the place, and in the judgment of the umpire, hey, he can do whatever he wants. If you're a fair umpire, you should say, well, hell, the guy's running after the ball in the outfield. If this bozo wants to run over and have a chat with his coach, there's no play until now, if the coach pushes him and they make any contact, okay, now that's interference. So the guy sidesteps, he backwards does this, he becomes the halftime show going around the bases. As long as he touches them in order, he could run out and, be the guy who's, he's going into the outfield, he's out of the base path. Well, in the judgment of the umpire, no, he's not, he's just taking a risk, and he better get his ass, running towards the base when they're making a play for him, because then he's trying to be on the base. He's entertaining the crowd, He's not the smartest runner. And maybe there's the Harlem Globetrotter. It's the All-Star game. I'm just saying that's baseball. But in this case, we, the home team, we're the New York Guys. And in 2021, in spite of, we're the Mets. I can do this. Whoa, the amazing Mets. 1969. See, the Yankees they're the Mossad. They took a knee for Soros. It's a Nazi play. But because it's all in a box, you pull out Mickey Mantle and you take the emeralds out of the team and just go, whoop, you're on the Mets now. Replay it. Tom Seaver. Hey, Tom Seaver, Mickey Mantle. Yeah, let's do that. So, sort of. And for purposes of this, we're Gaia now. And they don't like it. They were supposed to be. They just want to keep doing it. Don't you see it's a dedication to George Soros? They got to do it. The checkerboard's coming at you. They want to drive the hate. They want the Mets to hate the Yankees. Let's do it New York City style. We want the cross on the table staring at you in misery. 'Cause you got to endure that Sunday Mass. Not so much. It's not so bad. You get to sit there and zone out a little bit. But you got this kid at home. What is he doing? Did I smell? That was a weird smell when he walked by. I wish I knew what pot smelled like. Because I'm a New York cop. And my job is to go referee the Hasidic rats with squares on their heads who are playing their game against the African Americans. That you're going to take my what? And let me tell you who's telling who what. Well, William, the man who had that picture, Lieutenant William J. McCormick, would head on out. He was the precinct S1. And if you're in the military, that's the personnel guy. It's the human resources guy that he got the job and he stayed in that job. And up at the department level at New York City, I just know from people having told me that you just have to imagine that if you're the guy who, in the company, who, he just wanted to do that job. Hey, I don't need another promotion. I like where I am. I like the people. I like the job. And I'm good with it. So he, chose to dwell, hey, I'm going to stay where I'm at. And then you can, as a New York guy. So, at any rate, that's where he was. So I'm trying to tell you that the precinct that my father worked in is where the Second Temple mindset emanates from. At a very, we don't know. I'm just telling you that when you allow yourself to go to Epstein Island and wonder about what Anthony Bourdain was doing with the spirit cooking, you just connect a few dots and you say, what? McRib? Huh? And they got shekels for that seasonally? Okay. Well, we have DNA. We have awareness. We back off. We look at that man on that cross and we say, look, he's got a firstborn who's going to tell some things, and that's why I'm doing this, because we're going to sneeze it all out. And just, it's awareness of, what? So let's go from there and say, what are we eating that has consciousness in it? And when you're wrestling on shrimp, whether they're going left or right, you're in my school. So, anyway, too long of a video. Happy day. Oh, I'm under 20 minutes. Love. Bye.